It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. You're watching TCTV. It's the Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They will get better.
Welcome to the TCTV Training Show. I'm your host, Studio Bot A, Model 65535, with Halogen-Assisted Linguistics, but you can call me Hal. Helping me today with the show is my temperamental partner Applebot.
Hey, whatever helps you charge at night.
The following training segments were made by students in the TCTV Digital Field and Editing class. After each video, Applebot and I are going to comment about what we liked, along with our precise calculations on what could be improved.
Perfection is never easy to achieve, unless you're me. Unable to locate the following external devices: Apple Firewire NTSC 720x480.
Oops, I must have shorted a circuit. Always turn the JVC Mini DV deck on before you start working.
One or more of the scratch disks you have specified does not have read-write access.
Oh brother, I need to reset my scratch disks before we can start the show. The purpose of doing this is to tell Final Cut Express where to save our captured video. Let's watch the first segment, by Alex Behrens.
Training Show!
The establishing shot on the sign was a good way to begin the video segment. It introduces the viewers to the park without necessarily having to include a voiceover narration. My optical stability sensors have identified the use of a tripod, and therefore I give Alex digital props. A steady shot will always make a video look more professional and help to relieve motion sickness for the viewing audience.
Updating virus scanner definitions will also prevent sickness.
Using transitions is an excellent method to lead into new shots. Final Cut Express has a large variety of transitions to experiment with, but the cross dissolve is by far the most common. It is possible to oversaturate a video with too many bells and whistles such as 3D cubes and page peels, but Alex used alternative transitions sparingly enough to be effective for his project.
Viewership trends show that the addition of a star wipe will boost a show's popularity by 26.3%.
Show off!
Finally, be careful not to overuse the technique of panning, characterized by swiveling a camera on its horizontal axis. Using TCTV's tripods will generally result in a smooth pan, but too much movement edited together can be detrimental to the final product. Instead, focus on capturing interesting, well-framed, or artistic video, and it will be pleasing based on its own merits. For starters, try out different shot types, such as a wide, mid, close-up, and cut-in.
If you really want to wow your audience, try an extreme close-up.
Your pixels are showing.
What? Where?
Thank you for your video segment, Alex. Let's move on to another project produced by Luke Turner.
If you have a bicycle needing repair or maintenance, and you live near the Evergreen State College, the Evergreen Bike Shop can help you get rolling. The Evergreen Bike Shop is a volunteer-operated, self-serve facility where you can fix and maintain your bike. And if you don't know how, the volunteer staff are pleased to help you learn. Anyone can use the shop, student or not. Anyone can volunteer at the shop, student or not. Featuring an ample selection of basic to advanced tools, the shop can assist you in repairs ranging from merely inflating your tires, to replacing your brake cables, to overhauling your bearings, to resurfacing your head tube. For a modest price, an array of new parts are available for basic repairs and safety upgrades. These include tires and tire tubes, shifter and brake cables and sheathing, brake pads, ball bearings, safety lights and helmets. The used parts room also offers a large collection of used parts for free. Also, the bike shop frequently offers workshops that focus on repairing or building specific sections of your bike, such as this wheel building workshop. Some workshops are even specifically designed to serve the non-male identified community. Beginning in the spring of 2010, the bike shop will also offer bike rentals to Evergreen students. The rental center will be on the first floor of C Dorm. These bike frames are awaiting assembly to become a fleet of rental bikes. The bike shop is currently located in the basement of Evergreen's SEM 1 building. To find the shop, just ride the elevator down to floor 1 and turn 180 degrees to your left. Because the bike shop's hours of operation are determined by the availability of its volunteers, it's always a good idea to call ahead to check whether the shop will be open when you want to visit. The number is 867-6399. With a little help from the Evergreen Bike Shop, you can be on your way to a fun-filled season of happy and safer riding.
TCTV Training Show!
My judgment subroutine is highly impressed by the quality of this video. The supplemental voiceover added a level of depth that kept my attention throughout the piece. Voiceovers are a good way to communicate nuggets of information that may not necessarily be conveyed by the video itself.
I come with a built-in microphone to make recording voiceovers a sync, but for job's sake, use a breath mint first.
Luke successfully drew a correlation between what he was seeing and what was being shown on screen, such as when he identified the various accessories that one could buy at the bike shop. These types of shots are called B-roll, and they give shape and dimension to your narrative. You want each piece of B-roll to have enough screen time for the audience to absorb it, but not too much so it will become still. The standard length for photos in still video shots is 3 to 4 seconds. When there is a wide diversity of footage, a video becomes a wonderful collage that will come to life.
You can do anything when you put your finder to it.
Sorry about the terrible puns, TCTV viewers. Applebot is in dire need of a firmware update.
Try it and I'll set you on FireWire.
Moving right along. Luke, you did an amazing job on your project, especially for a first-time Final Cut Express user. Our next segment comes from Curtis Wirtz. Enjoy.
Every day's the same. I wake up, take off my suit, and play some sports. Roller hedging. Bike jousting. And sledgehammer frisbee baseball. I needed a more hardcore sport. I'm gonna try geocaching. Geocaching is an unrivaled treasure hunting experience. Participants use various navigational techniques to hide or seek containers known as geocaches. To begin, open the internet on your computer. Visit geocaching.com, log in, search by your area, and enter the GPS coordinates into your receiver. In Olympia alone, there are nearly 4,000 geocache locations. Although the rewards are typically worthless toys or trinkets, geocachers enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Take something out. Sign the logbook. And place it back how you found it.
Both are hardworking and will serve you well.
For more information on how to get involved, Visit geocaching.com.
Processing humor algorithm. Results are funny.
Ha 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 ha.
Comedy is an excellent way to express enthusiasm in a video and to hold the attention of the audience. Curtis began his segment with a narrative bordering on the absurd, but it really sold the free-spirited mindset of geocaching. A good voiceover is informative and engaging, but allows the video to speak for itself between sentences.
Would you like to save your project?
Most certainly.
Saved as Untitled Project 1.fcp.
Did you at least save it on my external hard drive?
What do you think I am? A mind reader?
Let's get back to the project. Another thing that stood out in the video was the producer's use of original music. Each song captured the mood perfectly, and all are perfectly acceptable to air on TCTV. It may be tempting to want to add copyrighted music to a video, but that is prohibited without consent from the artist or label. One option is to find music with alternative permissions. Creative Commons licenses are a free way to mark creative work with the freedom the creator wants it to carry, so others can share, remix, use commercially, or any combination thereof. You can learn more and find media at creativecommons.org.
But if you use the royalty-free music on my desktop, you'll have access to such classics as Mambo Mia.
Close iTunes. Sudo close iTunes. The only real criticism I have computed is for the title showing during the proper etiquette section. Lower thirds, also known as captions and supers, are lines of text placed in the lower area of the screen so as not to obscure the video behind it. Drop shadows are commonly added to make white text more visible and readable against light backgrounds. Lower thirds can also contain graphical elements such as boxes, images or shading.
For extra style points, you can crop one of my free video jump packs to make a simple, animated background.
Great tip, Applebot. Remember to always put your supers on the timeline track above your video, so that they truly superimpose the footage. Hence the name.
Wow, I just got that.
Naturally. Thanks for your unique video segment, Curtis. Let's move on to another project by Ron and Rhonda Servine.
Helmets to Hard Hats is a national program that connects National Guard, reserves, and active duty military members with quality careers in the construction industry. The Joint Apprenticeship Training Committees have the ability to advance veterans. They'll test them to see where their knowledge and their past experience is in that craft. And then they'll take that testing and place them accordingly into their program. They can come in as a second, sometimes third year apprentice, or if they come out of a construction field in the military, they'll actually place them as a journeyman. Servicemen and servicewomen typically have a 40% unemployment rate when they're first getting out of the military. So one of the things Helmets to Hard Hats attempts to do is to be part of their network to find those jobs. And we have partnered here in Washington State with the Department of Veterans Affairs to work with counselors and employment specialists through the state agencies.
If you like working with your hands, if you like being creative, if you like tackling a problem and seeing it through to the end, and if you like good money, then construction is the place for you. Some of the great things about being in construction is going back to some of the sites. And you can say, oh, I worked on those buildings. I did that, or I was part of that. And that's an exciting feeling. You know, you can take a lot of pride in something that you did and did very well and is still there. One of the great things about the apprenticeships is that most of the time, 80% of the time, is spent on the job training.
There's 14 different building trades that individuals can join. They can get in and have quality training at no cost to them, and they're actually employed. They're working. They're making a living still. The security of having a quality career in the construction field and becoming an apprentice, and knowing that you're having set schedules of pay advancements as you go through these programs, and medical coverage for your families and pension plans, that is very grounding for the families to know that they have that security. Helms to Hard Hat is an advocate for our veterans in working with the state agencies to reduce the red tape and to increase the transfer of their military specialty skills into civilian careers. For more information, veterans can contact me at 360-725-9842, or they can go online to our website at helmstohardhats.org.
Training Show!
This was a really nice piece. The two Rons put some effort into making this look professional.
Are you seeing double? How does that even work?
Having one eye isn't so bad, but using two cameras in an interview is a great way to diversify your shots. Switching between the close-up and the medium close-up will keep a video fresh and visually stimulating. It can also be a good idea to have a backup camera in case the master tape records video glitches.
Or poor audio.
Good point. There was a hiss throughout the entire segment, which could have been caused by a bad microphone or cable. My human error probability gauge indicates that the audio was simply recorded at too low a volume. The producers realized that in post-production and raised the decibel level to compensate, which also unfortunately boosted the room noise along with many audio artifacts. Make sure you check your levels with headphones, and on the GL2 adjust the volume as necessary so that the audio meter approaches 0 decibels without clipping. A good place to start is by keeping an average audio spike around the -6 decibel mark.
Sound is always more important than video. I mean, do you humans really care, deep down inside, that my mouth isn't animated?
Don't answer that. This video segment had fantastic B-roll with a considerable variety of action shots, but my acoustic compositing synthesizer didn't detect any of that original audio. Sometimes it can be a good idea to include some low background noise with B-roll to add additional layers of texture to the final mix. Also, a quiet music track incorporated into a piece might be the perfect finishing touch you are looking for. All things considered, this was an excellent project and deserves a gold star.
Be the star you are.
We're almost out of time, but before we go, Human Recorder Man is going to carefully explain how to upload your show to youtube.com.
Hi, I'm Eric, a media trainer at TCTV. If you're ready to deliver your production to the web, then YouTube is a great place to start. It's easy to use, it's free, and it's the most ubiquitous video hosting site on the internet. Before you get started, you'll need to register an account on YouTube. Launch your web browser and head over to youtube.com and click Create an Account in the upper right. It's an easy and free process. If you've already got a Google account, then you're already good to go. A few important things to know about uploading video to YouTube. You're limited to a 2 GB file size or 10 minutes in runtime, whichever comes first. So the name of the game is finding the best compromise between file size and video quality. First, select the sequence you want to export by double-clicking it in the bin, and then choose File, Export, using QuickTime Conversion. Make sure QuickTime Movie is selected under the Format drop box, and then select Options. From here, you'll want to choose Video Settings. Make sure compression type is set to H.264. You can set keyframes to all, and then adjust the compressor quality based on the size of your file. If your exported file is exceeding 2 gigabytes, you can try setting it to medium. Otherwise, high is a good place to start. You can leave the other settings as they are and hit OK. Next, select size. You want to choose NTSC 4:3 if you're working with standard def video, and you want to deinterlace it. Next, select sound settings, and for format, you'll want to use AAC. Hit OK, and then hit OK again. Make sure you're saving to your external hard drive, give your exported movie a name, and then click Save. It will take a few minutes for Final Cut to do the conversion. When you're ready to upload, log on to YouTube, select your username, and then select My Videos. Next, click on New, Video Upload. From here, you want to press Upload Video, and then navigate to where you saved that exported video and choose Select. YouTube will do the rest. It's easy as that. Remember, the best web video is short and sweet. Chances are your production at TCTV is longer than the 10-minute limit that YouTube imposes. In that case, consider editing together a highlight reel or a preview to put on the web. If you have any questions, just ask us on Facebook, through our website at tctv.net, or in person. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the TCTV Training Show. If you would like to see your own videos on TV, come to one of the free orientations held monthly to learn about our organization. Membership is only $35 for an entire year. That's the cost of dining out for two at a restaurant, or so I've been told.
Are you sure you haven't been eating human food? You're looking like you could use a tune-up, Rusty.
My name is Hal, and I drink Mom's old-fashioned robot oil like any normal machine.
Gross. I'll have nothing less than a venti extra hot oil latte with extra foaming lubricant.
Apple bud, yuppie extraordinaire.
Don't be jealous that your programming isn't as radiant and flawless as mine.
They don't make them like they used to. Give us a call at 360-956-3100 to sign up for an orientation, and go to our website at tctv.net to learn more about the classes we offer. The training show airs Thursday nights at 8 and Sundays at 3:30. You can watch it on demand on our website as well. I'm Hal. Thanks for watching.
It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV Training Show. The TCTV Training Show. You're watching TCTV. It's the training show. The TCTV Training Show. They will get better.